Okay, if you make videos and you need a tripod or a good tripod or a better tripod, stick around because this is going to be a good one. All right, first up, I'm going to show you the box. Now, this is from FConcept. It's going crazy right now on TikTok, and I think even Instagram. Even though it says Red Dot winner in 2023, I didn't know it was around in 2023. You see right there where it says it? But that's it right there. It's pretty cool. Here's the back of the box in case anybody wants to see that. Just pause the video if you need to see it any longer. Let's see, let me turn it around where you can read it. Comes in a nice, what feels like kind of padded bag. Wasn't expecting that. That's pretty cool. Anyway, let's get this thing opened up. Comes with a shoulder strap for the bag. It even comes with some Allen wrenches. I don't know why you need Allen wrenches, and a book. That's cool. We'll get into that in a minute, maybe. Now let's set the bag over out of the way. And let's get into the tripod. It's also in a bag. I'm just trying to stick to my hand, so. Came with some candy. Not really. Don't eat that. Now this thing, you see it folds up like this? This thing is awesome so far. Holy crap. Check that out. And you push this to adjust them. That is cool. Wow, you can even adjust it out like that. That's neat. I didn't know it did all that too. It's even better, right? Okay, here are some of the features of it. You loosen this and you can turn it. Now obviously you loosen this right here and it'll swivel. I'll show you that in just a second. You loosen this and this will turn whichever way you need it. I wish it had a handle on it. That's kind of weird. It should. This should have been made into a handle like my other tripod. That would have been nice. And, you know, like I said, you just adjust it here and you can put the legs wherever you want them. They're pretty straight up and down here, right here. And as you can see, this thing is pretty freaking tall. The only thing I don't like about it is you can't lock the legs. They'll fold in. Well, I guess if they was up one more, they wouldn't. This is the fold in location, but then you'd have to have the legs. Oh yeah, they will too. This just keeps it from these levers here just keeps it from opening more. Anyway, and it has adjustments here where you can pull them in, 3 of them. Let's see, yeah, 3 of them. It's pretty tall, as you can see. You just set it up how you want it, and you loosen this right here. This whole thing comes up to way up here. You see that? That's pretty cool. Pretty awesome, actually. But this is the main reason I bought it. Well, and you know, it's got the swivel ball and socket, whatever you want to call it, on it. So, and it's got a level. I don't know if you can see it, but right there's a level. Obviously, you'd have to have it lowered enough to level it. And it's got all kind of adjustments, markings on it. I don't know if y'all can see all that or not. Let's see if I can get it closer. It's got all kind of markings on it. I don't know what you would use them for, but there that is, right? Now, this is the main reason I got it. You loosen this knob, you see? You don't have to take it off, just loosen it. This comes up. Wait, let's tighten this maybe. Well, I just did it a minute ago. Oh, there it goes. I had to get this loose enough. And you see what it does? Loosen that back up, slide it back in some. You don't have to. And then just tighten this orange knob right here. Clear my camera. Tighten this orange knob and it holds it. But if you loosen the orange knob, see, you can have this adjusted at any kind of angle you need. Your camera's over here. Like if you want to do an overhead shot, I could have it set up over there on the other side of the table, and I don't have to clamp it to the table like the little small rig that I have. This is awesome. And of course, if you need it to stick out longer, just loosen this and pull it out. And then just tighten it so it don't move. And you see how much longer that is? And it'll hold your camera. That's awesome. I like that. Now let's put it back. Tighten it. Loosen this. Slide it back down in there. Look at that. That is awesome. Now I'm assuming you can take this off. Let's tighten this back down. You can take this off because you can take this leg loose. Hopefully you can see this in between my tripod. You take this leg loose right here. It says detachable monopod. You loosen this, and this leg comes off. Let me see if I can put this somewhere where it won't fall over, or where it will fall over and hit me in the head maybe. And then you put this on here. And you have a monopod if you want to use it. It's just instead of you having to hold up your camera, you can set it on the ground. Leg is adjustable with these, right? Everybody knows how to use that, right? Then it's really short. So, let me put this back on. I think this is going to be awesome. I put the leg back on here. It's this one. You just rip the foam and turn it, and it comes right off. And then you can put the head, or whatever this is called. You put this on it, and there you go. Just got it sitting on the on my table. And you loosen this, like I said, you loosen this knob, and you know it'll wear in. It'll get easier to turn, and it'll extend it up that much higher. Right? And then, if you want to tilt it to where you can, ouch. Well, why in the heck ain't that coming out now? Oh, there it goes. Maybe I didn't have it up high enough. You see that? That's what it was. I didn't have this. If you look, this has teeth in here. I don't know if you can see that or not. Let me zoom. It's got teeth in here. So this wasn't loose enough to allow it to fold over. But that is going to come in handy when I want to do some overhead shots. Like when I'm shooting some videos in my truck, like of a scan tool or installing stuff. or whatever, I can set this out on the ground and where this ain't in my way and have the arm come out and have it videoing me, or I can even set this out, shorten this down some. Well, you can't shorten this and turn it. It has to be all the way out if you're gonna use it like this. You see? Because it's got to clear the hole. You can't, see what I'm saying? So, there that is. Pretty cool. That's going to come in real handy. I could even just set this on like the back seat of my truck or in the floor of the truck, and then have this coming up towards the front with my camera on it. Because as you see, you put this on the camera on here, this swivels, but you can also swivel it up like that. You see what I'm saying? Maybe turn it around here. Oh yeah, you can see it right there. That way you can have it sitting like that. So you can still have this level. Have your camera sitting level to shoot that way or whichever way. That is awesome. That's going to come in real handy. I can't wait to get to use it. Matter of fact, I might use it now on the next video. In fact, I am going to use it on my next video. But let me get the camera down and get this set back up like this, the tripod that the camera's on now, and show you the differences. Okay, here they both are. The legs are extended all the way out on both of them. And you see how tall this one is with the thing let down versus how tall this one is. See the difference? Now you can loosen this on this one. That's the name of it, if you want to see that. This has been an awesome, see this is the handle I was talking about so you can turn it. This has been an awesome tripod. Now you can loosen this and raise this up, but it'll go up that high, which is a little higher than that one, where that one is let all the way down. So that's pretty cool. And believe it or not, it took me a little while. Hold on. It took me a little while to know I could loosen that and raise that up. That's pretty cool. And of course it has a hook right here, and this one does too. I didn't show that, but it also has a hook on it. And in case you didn't know, that's to hang like a book bag or whatever, or the bag that it came in with some weight or something, with some weight to hold it where it won't blow over or fall over. That's what those are for, is to hang weights so it will it'll be stable. You ain't got to worry about it falling over or blowing over or whatever. Right now I just got this loose so I can raise it up with one hand. You see how high that goes. Let me tighten it a little bit. Okay, there you go. That's both of them led up as far as they'll go. You see how much taller that one is from that one? But, let me show you something. That section that comes up right here, you loosen this, and this. Well, you don't loosen this. This makes it swivel. You loosen this and pull it up, and it comes up even higher. Almost hits the ceiling. Let me back up way over here and see if you can see the difference. See how tall that freaking thing is? That's awesome. This is what I like about it though, because it folds over. Hold on. It folds over like that, and you can use it for overhead shots. And of course, if you don't want it sticking out that far, like I showed before, you just loosen that and slide it in, right? And you can set it at whatever angle you need it at. Now this tripod, you see how it's got the taper right here. You just loosen this, which is loosened all the way to get the thing out. Your camera holds on with this. This screws to your camera. And then this just, you see, you can either use a Allen wrench, flathead screwdriver, or it has the thing that flips out. This just goes on here like this, and you tighten this back in, and it holds your camera wherever you need it. Let's even it up a little bit. There we go. There we go. So that's cool. That is one awesome tripod. Awesome, awesome. Oh, and the other one, this one here, is just like a lot of them. Let me lower this down some. It's just like a lot of them. You just hold this out, and this also has a thing that flips out. See it? A thing that flips out, where you can tighten this onto your camera, and then it flips in, and you just do it just like that, pull out on that, and it pops in, and then you just lock it in, and then that stays in place. So that's pretty cool. It took me a while to figure out that the best way to put this in is like that. You know, you're doing it with two hands, and you got this pulled out at the same time, and then it'll just go in, right? But anyway, and like this one, you can lock where this won't come up. You can lock it where the legs will stay put. I kind of wish this one had some kind of way to lock those legs. It don't, that I know of, but anyway, that's a freaking huge tripod. All right, I'm going to show you this one more time just because I like it that much. You loosen this, and you'll loosen it a little bit, and it'll feel like it gets tight. Just keep going, it'll loosen. And I'm sure it'll wear in over time to raise this up ever how high you need it. I always like to leave them a little bit higher instead of pushing it all the way down like this one too. Because if you can see, when it's like that, when you loosen this, it's hitting this, and it's going to automatically push it up. You see that? So don't do that. I'll just leave them a little bit loose. But now, when I first did this, I took this all the way off. Like that. You don't have to do that to get it to swivel. You just got to loosen it where it'll slide, right? And then, let me turn this back around here. Then loosen this, slide this up, and it'll swivel. And then just tighten this back, and it'll stay, as you see. And if you don't want it sticking out that far, slide it in. And if you want it to stay where you put it, tighten it. And now the rod won't slide in and out. But you can still turn it, right? Now, if you want to lock it from turning, you tighten this, and it won't turn. So there you go. So let's loosen this and put it back. Almost all the way down, but not quite. And then just tighten that back. That is freaking awesome. I kind of wish, like I said, this one had an arm on it like that one. But then again, this doesn't swivel. The thing that this arm is in swivels, so you can put it down, swivel it down out of the way. That one, the tripod the camera is on right now, when you swivel the arm down, it goes in between where the two of the legs. So you couldn't do this one that way. It doesn't. This part doesn't swivel. So there that is. But anyway, other than that, this is an awesome tripod. And of course, if you don't want this to turn, just like if you didn't want this to turn, you tighten this. If you don't want this one to turn, you tighten this, and it won't turn. Or at least it ain't it's going down. Ain't supposed to do that either. And let's tighten this up. Now, let's see. Turn this. I don't know if I showed you that or not. Can you see that? There's markings on here too. That's pretty cool. That way, if you want to set it up the exact same way every time, you got those markings to go by. If you can remember them, write them or write them down. And it'll be the exact same height, angle, and everything every time. If that's important to you. So that's pretty cool. This tripod is freaking awesome. I don't know why they give you 3 different Allen wrenches, unless you're supposed to tighten these up. I mean, I don't know. Let me take a minute and check. Right there. And then these 2 here, the other 2 are the same size. They fit these here. So there that is. That's the only other place, that's the only place I see that these fit. So I don't know. Anyway, I guess if you have a problem with it and they come loose, you can tighten them back up. They give them to you just in case you don't have any other tools, right? So that's cool. So if you want to get serious about doing some video and you need a tripod that goes really tall and also you can do the overhead shots, you know, with the different angles. And with this going up so high, you can have the camera way up here above you if you're doing something here. That way the camera is not really close up. So that's a good thing. I like it. It will be used in the next video. K&F Concepts, that's what it is. Let's see. Let me move it out of the way. Let me get the box. I don't know if I showed you this. I showed you the box, but I don't know if I showed you this. The part number and all, and what it is. Now, it does say in the instructions that this is the ball head tripod. And the reason it doesn't have a handle is obviously the ball head doesn't swivel like that, like this tripod does. But they do make one. It's called the tripod with the fluid head. I did not get the fluid head. I didn't know they had one, or if I probably would have bought it. You see right there, it has the handle where you can just loosen the handle and swivel. You can use it to turn it and turn it up, swivel it up and down. That would have come in handy. Instead of having to go up there and reach that knob, you could just be out here and reach it. So if they sell that separately, that fluid head, they call it, I may get that and use it on this. That way I have both heads just in case I want to use this one or the other one. Tripod has been a good one. I've been using it for 6 years now. So, but now I got an even better one. That's all I got for this video. Hope you liked it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.